what a wild week, ending with Trumbo imposing a huge tariff on Canada, Mexico, and China. Hello, everyone. This is Ahmed Saleh, and this is the weekly market recap. And now to the details. The key messages for the week. It was a very wild week. DeepSeek has shocked the world with an app similar to ChatGPT that they claimed that it costed them $6 million. The market reacted negatively, losing about $1 trillion. 600 billion out of that was in Nvidia, the biggest loss in one company in the history. And then we came to Wednesday, but we had a very good news from Fed. They played it very well, and they refused to claim on anything that Trump said, demanding them to reduce the interest rate, which was a very clever move from Jerome Powell. Then we were on track to recover all the losses that were done by DeepSeek, and we were on track to exceed all-time high. But on Friday, there was some news that Trump is going to impose some taxes on Canada, Mexico, and China, and the market reacted negatively toward the end of the session. So let's go to the details. We started with a DeepSeek. There is a special video that I made on this. You can refer to this video separately to see what are the companies that are impacted and how can you benefit from them, and where are we today based on the DeepSeek crisis. But in short summary, the crisis happened on Monday, but the market were recovering very well until Friday. Okay. Fed played it very well. If you recall that Trump demanded lower interest rate from the Fed, and the Fed refused to comment on any question related to the Trump. And this, everyone was afraid that if Powell commented, then we will have a confrontation between both of them, and then Trump will escalate, and then it is gonna be a war between both of them. But Powell did very smart thing, that he refused to comment on any question. The reporter from the newspaper tried several times to corner him and ask him to comment on some of what Trump has mentioned, but he refused to comment on that, which was a very clever move from him. So the market reacted positively after that meeting and started to going up. Also, 4 of the mega 7 companies reported results last week. Only Microsoft was bad, but the rest were very good. And even Apple, which was like a very positive surprise to the market, it wasn't, the results were not as bad as it was expected before the results. There were also 2 good reports. GDP came lower than expected, and when it's lower, it means that the inflation is going down. So it was a very good news to the market, and the PCE came in line with expectations. So everything was going well, and until Friday, we were going to hit the all-time high and exceed the all-time high. Yet in the middle of the session, there was some news that Trump is going to impose some taxes, and it was confirmed during the weekend that he already imposed some taxes, 25% on Canada and Mexico and 10% on China. I made a separate video of this. I'll put the link at the end of this video so that you can go and check this video. So overall, last week was a negative week. Not all the DeepSeek crises were recovered, and we ended the Friday with the news of the tariff, and the market reacted negatively toward that. Plus, it was the end of the week, end of the month, so there was some expectation that we are going to have some liquidation, which what happened at the end of the week. So Jan in general is closing in a very good note, between 1.6 to 3.4%, which is very good. But it was a very wild month. It was a very hard to trade this month because of the several news that happened. We started with a very strong employment report, and then then the market reacted negatively. Then we got the strong dollar, and the market reacted negatively. And then we had the good inflation, the good CPI report on the second week, so the market reacted positively. And then Trump inauguration, and he like did the 500 billion AI investment, so the market reacted positively. And then we had the DeepSeek, market reacted negatively. Then we had the Fed meeting, market reacted positively. And then we had company results positive. And then at the end of the week, we had the tariff. So it was a very, very wild week and very hard to trade. And that's you can see here like how it started. It started with DeepSeek issue on Monday. It was starting on a very low base and then started to recover. And then we had the Fed meeting and started to recover, and the results started to recover after that. And then on Friday, it's kind of like lost most of the gain that happened during the week. Okay. It's very important to cross the 6,100, but I think it's very hard now with this news about tariff to cross that. So probably the only direction is downward nowadays. January was a very good month. We ended the month in S&P 500 with 2.7 versus an average of the last 10 years of 0.7%. So it was despite all this volatility, it was a very, very good month. So what is expected for next week? The main thing that we have next week is the Trump acting like Rambo. He doesn't care about anyone, and he's imposing taxes on Canada, which was a big surprise to the market because Canada is normally like a big ally to US. So there is a separate video that I will put the link on at the end of this video, where you can check why he did that, what is he thinks that he will benefit, and how can you benefit from that trade. Moving forward, so we'll check the tariff. On Friday, we have the non-farm payroll and December unemployment as well. This is very important. We are expecting 4.1 in the unemployment. If this came like 4.1, then it's good news. And then we have the continuation of results. So we have several companies announcing result next week. The companies are the main ones are Amazon. This is on Thursday, and we have Alphabet, Google on Tuesday. And the other important companies, Lilly is very important, Uber, Qualcomm, Ford, PayPal, Spotify, AMD, Snapchat, PepsiCo, Pfizer. We have also Merck. So we have Palantir. So we have several companies that are important companies that they will announce next week, and they will decide to agree to extend the direction of the market. But honestly, I don't expect that like with all the tariff things and the retaliation that's happened already from Canada and is expected to follow from Mexico and China, that we will have a positive week. I think basically that it's better that we go toward gold and silver and maybe do some shorting to the market or investing in an inverse ETF. An inverse ETF, this is an ETF that will go up if the market is going down. That's why they call it inverse ETF. So, for example, there is an ETF called PSQ. It's following the Nasdaq. When the Nasdaq is going down, this PSQ will go up. Okay, and of course, the result strategy will continue in the result strategy because some companies are expected to report good result, like Google, for example, and several other companies are expected to report good results. So these companies, it's good strategy to go in these companies either before or after the company when they announce the results. So that's it for this week. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please press like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel, and if you have any question, I will be gladly answering them if you put them in the comments. And just a reminder, this video is for educational purpose only. I might be right, I might be wrong. So anything I share should not be considered as a financial advice. Any trade you make is at your own risk. And have a profitable trade. Thank you very much.